Hey! If you're serious about learning Spanish in 2025, you need a plan that actually works. After watching countless students face the same struggles, I've gathered the best methods to fast-track your learning. Stick around because I am breaking down the exact strategy I used to master Spanish this year. I'll explain 10 fantastic methods you should apply. And don't go anywhere because at the end of this video, I'll share the cherry on top that will supercharge your Spanish learning speed.
My daily Spanish.
Apps like Duolingo are nice to create a learning habit, but they won't lead you to speaking Spanish. Lo siento. Let me show you what is working for us and our students. 1. First things first, let's talk about goals. Learning Spanish without a goal is like traveling without a map. You'll waste a lot of time. Goals create focus and give you milestones to celebrate. Whether you're just starting or you're halfway there, setting clear, actionable goals is crucial. I recommend using a planner to organize your daily, weekly, and monthly tasks. Keep them achievable so that it will keep you motivated and on track. Watch till the end to see this calendar organized to learn Spanish efficiently. 2. Aim to learn 5 new words or phrases daily. 5 words a day is not a lot, but that's 150 words a month. I like to use flashcards for this with tools like Anki, or you can just use a notebook if you prefer and review the words often. But memorizing is not enough. Something very important to anchor the new vocabulary is that you try to use them in your own sentences. Active output. Write phrases with those words. Active practice is key. In our team, we think it's better to memorize phrases than words, by the way. Up next, I'll show you how to turn your movie nights into powerful Spanish lessons without feeling like you're studying. 3. Watching films in Spanish and with Spanish subtitles is an incredibly enjoyable way to enhance your listening skills and learn new vocabulary and expressions. Start with films you already know and love, because familiarity with the plot lets you focus on language. You should start with animated films, like the Disney ones. They work wonders as they are clear and straightforward. If you feel comfortable, you could watch it again without subtitles. After watching the film, try to explain in Spanish quickly what the movie is about. It will help you remember the vocabulary you learned there. 1 movie a week will be great. Wondering how to integrate grammar but without getting overwhelmed? Pay attention. 4. It's important to understand the main grammar rules to have a base. But it's not the most important part of learning Spanish. For a smooth grammar journey, if you own a Spanish grammar book, follow it chapter by chapter. But only focus on 3 grammar points per week and use them immediately in your speech or writing. This active output is very important here. Don't have a Spanish grammar book? You can download our custom study guide linked below, which is designed to introduce grammar progressively from beginner to advanced levels. The link is in the description. Divide your learning into quarters and set your own goals following the book. I will study a bit of grammar on Tuesdays, for example. I can help you easily with the next one. 5. Integrate Spanish into your life by watching videos from Spanish YouTubers while you eat or commute. It's a passive way to tune your ears to different accents and slang. This is nice because YouTubers normally use a lot of slang that you don't see on TV that often. I made a video introducing different Spanish YouTubers that I like. Here it is. And I remind you that I make vlogs in Spanish on this channel. It would be fantastic if sometimes when you watch a video, you stop it and repeat what they said. Mimicking is a great way to learn the correct pronunciation. Wait, I have a great idea. Leave a comment down below saying what you would like to have achieved by 2026 regarding Spanish, and I'll reply to it in December and ask you about your progress. It will be a reminder for the future you to look back and see your progress. How cool is that? I will also leave a goal there for me. 6. Another nice passive way to learn. Listen to podcasts in Spanish while you clean, while you cook. This is something you can do every day easily, but pay attention to what they say. You will end up understanding more than what you think. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify are great apps you can use for that. If at the end of the episode you try to say a few sentences in Spanish related to the topic, it will boost your learning. So try to write or say something. You still there? Great! I'm gonna give you a bonus tip, a very useful one, also for passive learning. Change the language of your phone to Spanish. You will passively learn a lot. It's very easy to do, so try it. Now let's get active. Language isn't a spectator sport. The main goal here is to be able to communicate. You won't get fluent if you don't speak often. So you should focus primarily on active skills like writing and speaking. These are the most important, but are the ones that people tend to not do much. The next 4 methods are key for active practice, so pay full attention now. And remember, it doesn't matter if you make a lot of mistakes at first. It's totally okay and understandable. You need to challenge your fear of making mistakes and get out of your comfort zone. Only that way will you get to speak Spanish well. Number 9 is the most important and helpful here. Please wait for it. But first, 7. As we are saying, you need to start speaking Spanish from minute 1. At first, you might feel insecure, but even if you're introverted, that's no excuse. Create an environment where you feel safe. A great tool at the beginning for that is ChatGPT. Engage in daily conversations with it in Spanish. You can do that from your phone with the app. Ask it to have a conversation in Spanish with you about some situation and ask it to correct your sentences or explain phrases that you don't understand. It's not perfect and it might not be very natural, but practicing with an AI can improve your response times and get you to start speaking and overcome that fear. But later, you better move to human conversations that will be way broader than what AI can bring you. At My Daily Spanish, we offer a program with coaches. I will talk about it in 2 minutes. You can start practicing conversations 2 days a week and later do more. Mondays and Thursdays, for example. The calendar might look a bit busy, but these are things you can do in half an hour a day or less, depending on your availability. Oh, but I am too busy! That's not an excuse. I am sure you can find 15 minutes a day at least to study Spanish, right? You can do this. Don't go. The next one is my favorite activity to learn languages. 8. Use music to learn Spanish. Learn at least 1 new Spanish song each month. Here's how I would do it. First, choose a song. You have a link to a playlist of songs in Spanish that I prepared for you in the description. Second, listen to the song 3 times while you read the lyrics. Third, try to translate the lyrics on your own. Spot the words you know and try to make a first translation. Fourth, search for the actual translation and note the vocabulary you can learn from the lyrics. Next, play the song 3 times and sing at the same time reading the lyrics. And lastly, learn the lyrics little by little and practice the song every now and then. Songs help improve your accent and intonation naturally and help you learn a lot of new vocabulary since you will be repeating the same words again and again. We can do that 1 Saturday a month, for example. The next one is the most effective way of learning. And wait for number 10 because that's something everyone can do that will boost your learning. 9. Immerse yourself in a Spanish-speaking environment. Find a language partner with whom you can have conversations in Spanish. Speak! If possible, travel to a Spanish-speaking country for 1 week, 2 weeks. But not for touring, but to engage in local activities like volunteering, for example. Meet new people there. Speak! Or the most efficient way, having a coach who guides you to fluency. On My Daily Spanish, we have a program in which you have a private professional coach online who guides you and corrects your mistakes, with whom you will speak in Spanish every week, having conversations about different situations. That is like being in a Spanish-speaking country but from home and with more feedback, creating a safe place to speak Spanish and beat your insecurity. This is perfect for intermediate and advanced level learners. Click on the link in the description for more information. And lastly, a must-do for every Spanish learner. A game changer! This is a fantastic way to practice constructing sentences and build vocabulary that is relevant to your life. Write a daily diary in Spanish. It will give you the confidence of creating your own sentences. Build the habit of writing every night. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It won't take much of your time, but it will help a lot. Organize your time and follow these tips and you'll be speaking Spanish at the end of the year. The calendar looks cool, but those are things that won't take a lot of time, don't panic. And if you want to watch YouTube videos in Spanish while you have dinner, these vlogs in Spanish will be great for you. Happy Spanish learning in 2025!